Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to this beginner Ashtanga class. Today I want to share with you some options for when you jump back and when you jump through. In Ashtanga yoga, there's so many jump backs and jump throughs that when you're just starting off in the practice, it can feel really overwhelming. You can look at someone doing almost an Olympic lift up and think, gosh, how am I ever going to do that? Well, the first thing to understand is you don't ever really need to perform any heroic lift up. However, the effort of trying can open up a doorway to a deeper relationship between breath, body, and mind, which is the essence of the Ashtanga yoga method. I was not naturally strong. I was not naturally able to do any of these movements. So any foundational work that you put in will evolve and grow into more strength if you do one thing, which is continue the practice. So let's start off with the most, the sort of most entry-level version of our jump back and jump through that we could work on. And so if we're thinking about the ability to get back to chaturanga, we can cross the shin bones, hide the feet underneath, take the hands forward and roll. And the essence of this is sort of rolling over the hip joints, rolling over the shin bones, taking the hands down, stepping back to plank. From plank, if we can't do chaturanga, we can sink the knees down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Make sure we're using the spine to come into upward facing. And then downward facing. You can look forward, come back to plank. Crossing the shin bones, sit down, walk the hands back, and straighten the legs. So let's try that one more time. This is going to be our entry point into the jump back and jump through, which is a walk forward and a walk back, building the foundational keys that will allow you to progress deeper in terms of strength and flexibility over many years of practice. Cross the shin bones, roll through the hip joints, inhale, get a little lift, and then exhale all the way down on chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. Switch the gaze forward, cross the shin bones, sit down, straighten the legs. You can feel this bringing energy, prana, circulation, and a little bit of heat and fire in the body. So this is good. This is really what we're working on. Now let's say we want to add a little bit of complexity into the movement. So then we can think about adding a little bit of a hop into the movement that we just did. So we cross the feet, and then instead of walking back, when you come forward, we're going to give a little jump. And then if you can jump, maybe you can take chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We look forward, press into the shoulders, and then you can take a little hop. And then exhale, sit down. All right, so this is our sort of progression as we begin to add a little bit of intensity into the foundations of the movement. Now, the next level of what we're working on is when we add a beginning and an ending lift into the bookends of the movement of getting the legs back to chaturanga and getting the legs and the body forward to seated. All right, that's a little harder. So we'll cross the shin bones. And this time, instead of hiding the feet underneath, we're going to leave the feet forward, and we'll take the hands in the space between the feet and the hips. And then our foundational beginning lift up starts to be integrated into the movement of jumping back. You pitch the shoulders a little forward and the hips back and up, walking the feet, and then jump back, finding your way, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We look forward, and then jump. And now, instead of sitting down, walk, slide, negotiate the feet to that ending point, lift up, when you jump through, straight legs, sit down. Let's try that again. Cross the feet, shoulders forward, inhale, we pick it up. Exhale, slide, jump the feet all the way back, and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Switch the gaze forward. Give yourself a little inhale, jump all the way through. Exhale, down. Nice. Let's try that one more time. And you'll notice that as you continue the practice, it'll be more fluid. So let's try to make this last one as fluid as possible. And understand the feet may still be touching the mat, but we're going to get the feeling of fluidity through the movement. All right? So we cross. All right, here we go. Inhale, we pick it up. Exhale, all the way back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, Downward facing. Inhale all the way through. Straight legs, sit down. All right, so these are some tools that you can use to work on your beginning vinyasa practice. As these tools get easier, and especially when you're able to move through that last kind of light toe touching, foot grazing the mat variation, you're ready to really think about integrating the full lift up into your vinyasas, your jump backs and jump throughs. Remembering, of course, that the vinyasa krama is all about coordination of breath with movement. So it's more important that you breathe and move than you force the movement, hold your breath, and just try to do some lift up because it seems cool. So instead, really focus on coordinating breath, body, and mind, and then the whole benefit of the Ashtanga yoga method will really open up for you. If you want to join me for full-length practices, I'd love to see you on my online channel, Omstars.com, where I teach live interactive classes in Ashtanga yoga and many other things. So head on over to Omstars.com when you want to learn more about Ashtanga yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love.